in this shoutcast session is going to be Casey, a good friend of mine. How you doing, Casey?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. Today we'll be spectating a match between the Baron Naked Ladies and the Volleyballers. Apparently, two clubs at a college or so. We just went through the custom matches and was like, who could we spectate and shoutcast a little bit. This just happened to be it. So let's see how it goes. How you feeling about this? Seeing that level 10 Smurf?
Well, the other team, they had a level 22 Smurf, I believe. So, we don't really know what these guys' actual ranks are. There's all the players, really, real big diversity of elo. I mean, this team
Yeah.
has three silvers, but we'll just see how it goes. Waiting for them to start. They're waiting on one more player. Looks like to be another silver. So we got
Oh,
four
it's
silvers and a
TSM too.
bronze.
It's TSM, and it's not just any bronze. It's bronze four. They should be. I'm gonna be paying special attention to them because I'm sure I'm gonna get a few laughs out of those two.
Right, so maybe after the game we can get more information on what exactly we're watching here. That fifth player might have just been a random because he left. So we're just waiting on standby.
All right, I think I'm gonna play some music and some background noise because there's not much we can do. Oh, we could always we could always ask players. Well, Farhan wants to sub in.
As a shoutcaster?
No, as a player.
Uh, well, let's see if they can get a fifth player first, and if not, maybe we'll tell them we have a friend.
So, all right.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I
Well,
mean, we don't have to.
I'm asking that like if you don't know, don't worry about it. It excites me. Okay, so this is WKU League of Legends Club, as you can see from my chat. I'm going to be asking a few more details about what city they're from, or college, I believe they said. I'm not 100% sure. And what may or may not have gotten them into League of Legends, the game we know and love and hate. Because, I mean, it almost feels like Satan created this game.
Oh no.
What type of product can you play and hate every second of, and then suddenly you're still playing? You're still coming back for more. It never stops. League of Legends.
I'm looking at their Facebook page that my friend Outwardly Demon just linked to me here. Not much information as far as
Bowling
where
Green
it is.
University. It,
Western Kentucky University.
hey, I'm gonna give you the link to the Twitch chat so you're able to interact with the viewers as well.
I could see it. I'm on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the champion select begins. Can't wait to see what
All
type of
right,
bands we got going on.
jumping right in. This is our first time seeing any picks and bans.
Oh, this is
Looks like
blind
blind pick.
pick.
All
Man,
right, so we have
we
no
prob
idea.
hey, they have no idea what they're going against right now. Ah, God bless.
Well, regardless of blind pick or not, we should be in for a good game. I wonder if these players know each other's champion pools, their tendencies, or if it's just a new club. We'll see.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like looking at the champion picks that they have so far, I don't really know what to think just yet because
It
you'd
looks
be
like the Bare Naked Ladies has two supports, but it looks like it's going to be maybe even two junglers. They got Rammus and Blitzcrank, both with Smite, and they also have a Nami Hover. So we don't really know what they're going to do so far.
I wonder how much arguing is going on in that team chat, or maybe well, can't really troll the other team when it's blind pick. I mean,
The volleyballers hovering the Soraka. Oh man,
oh, and it's not just any Soraka. You see that summoner spell? That
Clarity
clarity?
Soraka. But we also got to think, we don't really know. The Blitzcrank, I think, is a level 10, so it doesn't even have flash. They're running. It must be a double jungle coming from the Bare Naked Ladies. What a game.
Or maybe he just wants Smite for extra objective control. I guess we'll find out one way or another. Because, I mean, it's not like he has
Absolutely.
flash.
Oh, man. I wonder if these are just scrims from actual teams at their college, or if
Holy
it's just
shit. Wait, hold
a
on.
group of guys looking to play a game of League.
I'm gonna put a link. Look at the link that they posted in the chat. I'm gonna be putting that up in the stream real quick, just to give our viewers a semblance of what exactly we're watching.
Is it to their Facebook page?
No, like it's a picture of them playing.
Oh wow. Yeah, it shows the deleted link in the chat for me.
Oh, I'll message you it in League.
Wow, how cool is that?
Like, man, this makes me want to go to college. What is this?
And this is in Kentucky, so I believe that might fall in the central time zone. It's either 9 o'clock p.m. or 8 o'clock p.m. over there, and this is what they're doing. That's nice.
That's pretty cool. How often do you really see League of Legendaries being able to do that? And there's a teacher. It looks like there's a teacher at the front of that classroom.
I'm going to message our friend Outwardly Demon the picture here. All right, so we're about a minute away. I mean, it's really hard to look at the matchups here. You have Ari Fizz mid lane. Bot lane looks like you have Lulu Vayne versus Jinx and maybe Blitzcrank with Smite. Maybe it just he took Smite because, the lower level and just, I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't have access to Ignite. I'm not sure if he has access to Exhaust, because he should at least run Exhaust as well. That's just my personal opinion.
But I mean, even though I think like something along the lines of a Ghost would be more beneficial than a Smite. But, I mean, hey, we will see.
That we will.
The top lane matchup is going to be a Nidalee with heal going against a Garen with running teleport.
I'm honestly going to have to lean towards the Nidalee because of the sheer range. Garen doesn't do good against ranged champions.
Champions.
If he plays a certain way, he can still be valid, but at the end of the day, it's all about how they play.
Absolutely, and we'll see if there's any level 1 shenanigans as we're about to load into the Rift.
Oh yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time for that champion select.
Alright, I want to check out your new, loading screen outlay. Is that what you've been working on?
For the in-game, there really isn't much of an outlay. There's just certain things are in certain positions. The outlays are more for when I'm out of game. But you've already seen all the overlays and whatnot.
Okay.
Oh, new follower! What's up? I'm so depressed. I didn't get to see you follow me because I forgot to add the follower alert. I'm so depressed right now.
You gonna do that after this game?
I did that right now. I am not risking missing another one of my loyal followers. I'm all about this.
You have a Nidalee with the platinum border and an Ari with the gold border, and that is it for borders in this game.
It's been a long time since I've seen that. I'm gonna be honest.
We'll see if those two kind of show an extra level of awareness on the Rift,
I hope so.
Being more experienced players.
It looks like D-Hawk might be a what's the word? Probably a club leader in my opinion. Between the fact that he's actually on the Twitch, he's probably the one who subscribed, which thanks for it if that's you. But look at his name, WKU.
Yeah, repping the Western Kentucky University in his summoner name. Now everyone kind of like froze loading for me. I don't know what's
Yeah,
exactly what's
looks like
going on here.
Boofer's having a connection problem.
And Riot did post a or maybe not a warning, a notice rather, that a lot of the loading screens were going blank, and since the release of patch 4.19, they were looking to fix that.
Well, to all my viewers listening in, a really easy way to fix it is just make your shit windowed mode. Like, if it's not full screen, Alt Tab's not gonna do anything to it. Words of wisdom.
It's very true.
So what do you think of the new splash arts, like Blitzcrank's? He looks
Yeah,
like a
there was,
really ancient golem.
There was a lot of changes. I believe they did around 10 to 15 champions updated their splash arts in this latest patch. You know, usually in this game you play it so much you get used to one thing. You don't really, not a big fan of change, but I do like what they're doing with all the champions.
Alright, well the game has started. And everybody's AFKing in the fountain. I like it.
You gotta imagine they're all in the same room, so what could possibly be going on?
Yeah. Like, nobody's being like, hey, game start. Like, oh, first movement from Garen. Is he gonna buy an item? Oh, first item bought. Goes to Kha'Zix. That's what I am right now.
And also, Purple Team has an opportunity to have a really good, or no, I'm sorry, not Purple Team, Blue Team has a really good opportunity to have give their jungler an exceptionally good leash with the extra smite coming from Blitzcrank.
Hey, those strats though. Look
at Blitzcrank taking boots first. He just shot a Q randomly, and that took half of his mana pool. That will be very, very rough in his lane phase.
Boots, I mean, the only reason I could see you taking boots and not an actual support item. Alright, I can't see every reason, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right, but that means he has about 2 chances for hooks, and he is out of mana.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
A lot of defensive wards coming up from the volleyballers here, just protecting for any sort of a cheesy invade. The Baron Naked Ladies are protecting their blue side entrance, but the red side is completely open. Look at Blitzcrank going into the bottom bush.
Yeah, Blitzcrank looking for that level 1 cheese.
Absolutely, every Blitzcrank loves that.
I'm just curious, is it gonna come with some ham on his sandwich, or is it just gonna be slight cheese?
Vayne looks like she's coming down here to check. We'll see if anything happens. She is going to spot the Jinx here. Has no idea where the Blitzcrank is.
She probably assumes that she's... Oh, the assist ping. This Vayne is scared.
Vayne doesn't want to walk into a 1v2.
What'd you say, Farho? I already fixed the screen.
Okay.
It'll just take a minute.
Mewtwo and Kirkwood.
Meanwhile, Blitzcrank...
not aware.
Oh, the Dumminers...
Vayne
Double
forcing
Summoner
both
spell.
Jinx Flash and heal, and now Blitzcrank's caught out.
The missed Blitzcrank hook. That's gonna cost him.
Completely whiffing. Nidalee getting a lot of autos on Garen just because he took a poor route to his lane.
See, I've never really agreed with the Garen start on E because of the changes to his values. Like, everybody's all about that level 1 cheese, but at the end of the day, which one has a shorter cooldown? Which one's more guaranteed damage? Because you can easily walk out of his E.
I think that all comes down to preference and how much you actually play the champion and what you get more value of.
This is
Looking
true.
at the bot lane, that the Vayne and the Lulu aggressing did force Jinx's flash and heal, so they're completely out of summoner spells. All they have is a Blitzcrank heal.
And Smite. Don't forget the Smite.
And Smite. Both top laners popping level 2, same thing with mid laners. Can both to trade aggressively. Ari coming out on top of the mid lane trade.
Kha'Zix just now clearing his blue buff at 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Looks like Rammus has not done his red buff yet, instead choosing to go...
Nidalee lands the spear top lane, forces Garen's flash.
Oh.
Under tower, doesn't look like she wants any of it.
She does not want to die. Oh! She wants to die, but she's gonna pay for it.
Why? Takes 2 tower shots, but seems to be okay. Garen cannot tank this entire minion wave, getting very close to falling,
the
and goes
snipe.
down for blood to the Nidalee Spear.
The snipe is real in this game, ladies and gents. The snipe is real. Look at that harass on that Fizz.
Fizz is putting himself in very dangerous positions just to get CS. He's not utilizing his playful trickster as well as he could to dodge the Ahri damage. My example of his HP right now.
And I mean, look at his item choice. He went Doran's Ring instead of Flask.
That's very true.
I mean, you play Fizz a lot. What's your personal opinion on the Doran's Ring start?
I would never take anything else but Flask just for the sheer amount of harass you take in the early levels trying to CS, because the majority of mid laners are ranged and you are a melee champion.
You know, you bring up very solid points. I'm surprised that the
Rammus
Ahri
coming in
didn't...
for his first gank. Kha'Zix's also coming in for his first gank mid lane, looking a lot more serious than Rammus' gank. Rammus just got condemned away from the Vayne. Rammus burning his ghost on the gank, not having flash has really hurt him there.
That it did.
But Kha'Zix also forced the Ahri flash, so very successful gank mid lane.
That Fizz honestly should not have gotten away with some of the playful tricksters he used, in my opinion.
Well, he is down 8 CS, and he did back, and Ahri's still staying in that lane with a nice condemn with Vayne on bottom on the Jinx to stop any aggression that they could have going. Garen taking that W level 2, totally mitigating all the damage that Nidalee comes in with. How often would you take W level 2 with Garen?
The only reason I would ever take W before level 4 is if I'm against Satan himself, Teemo.
Oh my. Blitzcrank landed the hook bottom, forcing the Lulu flash. So now both bot laners on the purple team are out of flashes. If only Blitzcrank had any mana to work with. Nidalee harass is coming in strong, now up 2 levels on the Garen. So is anything stepping out of you? We do see a 500 gold lead for blue team here, just off that first blood alone.
Well, first blood is about what, 400 gold? Looks like a gank is coming in top. Just kidding. Kha'Zix doesn't want to party. Oh, an interesting choice of spell order. I don't know if you noticed, but he canceled his E early. I've done that.
Garen just to get an auto attack?
Not just to get an auto attack, but because he wasn't actually hitting Nidalee.
Level 6 Nidalee to level 4 Garen. That is very rough on the Garen at an already disadvantageous matchup. Now down 2 levels. 27 CS to 11.
Yeah, this is one of those times where I bet that Garen's wishing that they did draft.
But the blind pick, sometimes you get lucky.
And sometimes you really don't.
Fizz not getting punished terribly hard for his early recall. Ahri did match his recall, but Ahri picked up a Fiendish Codex to Fizz double Doran's health pot. Nidalee with the tower dive top.
Oh,
Man,
the ult comes in from Fizz. The charm. Kha'Zix decides to join the party. It's not happening today. Rammus going after Kha'Zix instead of Fizz. Is he gonna pay for that?
Kha'Zix jumping in with his E to get in the tower range, but then flashing right away. Rammus in with the cower gun. Beautiful double kill by Ahri mid lane.
1 orb, 2 dead bodies. Ahri style is what we call that right there.
A lot of these games are decided by mid-jungle synergy, and that was a very good fight for blue team. Coming out with 2 kills on the Ahri. That is very scary. Ahri is very snowball heavy. Rammus not done yet, taking his he's looking to help his bot lane now. Sides against it, farm the double golems.
You can kind of tell which jungler knows what they're doing. In the sense of like they've been playing the role a bit more, and a bit more game knowledge in the sense of if you look at item wise, look at Kha'Zix who completed his Spirit Stone to help with clear time, while Rammus decided he was just gonna get a chain vest. Why not?
The tankier Rammus gets, the more efficient he gets.
But without that quill coat, those clear times are going to be pretty brutal, even with the additional armor.
Now, we don't see what ranks these players are right now, but you have to imagine this Nidalee is ranks above this Garen with a 30 CS lead. 8 minutes in the game is very brutal on the Garen. Kaz is coming to help top right now, but it is a Nidalee. Garen with the flash on the aggression, but Nidalee has heal. Kaz, the red buff, wants to slow, but Nidalee is just too fast.
And here comes the ult! Demasiad! All over her
Nidalee
face. I tell
trying
you
to
what.
juke when could have just escaped to her tower, instead just trying to juke unnecessarily, losing her life for it.
That she did pay for it with. Man, I sound like Yoda, Shoutcaster edition.
She definitely was afraid of the red buff, but it was not necessary to juke that at all. Kha'Zix with the ult coming mid lane, Fizz lifts his ult, but Ahri has 3 stacks of Spirit Rush and just uses all 3 to get back to her tower.
I also want to point out that Nidalee still had flash. She could have gotten away, but chose not to.
That might have been a level of, you know, kind of or maybe not disrespecting, but just not giving the opponents the respect they're due. I guess that is disrespecting.
Yeah, that's actually the epitome of disrespect.
So Ahri, after her double kill, picks up a second Doran's Ring, boots, and it has a mana pot. I'm sure she had some health pots in there, already popped in mid lane. Fizz with the double Doran's and boots, down in about, let's see how much gold. Not about 800 gold exactly. So the Blitzcrank is doing nothing while Jinx is fighting 2v2 or 2v1.
And the dive happened.
Man, the three-man tower dive bottom.
Wow.
Kha'Zix barely survives by Lulu's wild growth. Blitzcrank must have been alt-tabbed, honestly. There's no other reason for that.
But remember, guys, he's a Smurf.
But Nidalee shoving in this top tower, getting all the damage with that Sheen procs. Very, very effective.
Oh, that early dragon by red team, trying to catch up in gold.
My friend informed me that Nidalee is Platinum 5 and Garen is Bronze 4, so definitely the difference in Elo there is really coming to fruition. Especially Nidalee, I believe, had a border.
Oh yeah, wasn't she the one with the platinum border?
I believe so.
I don't know if
Man.
if you're looking top lane right now, but this Nidalee performed a bronze move.
It's hard to tell if the Nidalee is just not giving their opponents any respect, or if that was just really a lapse of judgment on her part.
I mean, she took like
Because
4
she
or
did-
5 turret shots.
Right, she definitely thought the Sheen proc would finish off the turret, but it didn't, along with another auto attack. Total miscalculation, making her tank 3 or 4 tower shots. Really, no reason, because she's dominated the Garen so hard, but I mean she's making it interesting.
I guess she really wanted that tower. I don't know what else to say. We now see Ram is posturing to help the Ahri. Oh, the kill onto Fizz. Even though Ahri got ulted, is Kha'Zix gonna go down as well? It doesn't look like it will be. Only 1 kill.
The
for
mid-jungle
Ahri.
synergy coming out for blue team again with another kill on this Fizz, now 0-2. Fizz is not a champion that you'd like to be behind on. He becomes very useless.
The health.
Doesn't have a lead.
I don't know if you've noticed the health at the top turret, but it is at 12 health right now. Now would be the time where I would understand walking under the turret with no minions for 1 basic attack. But I digress.
Nidalee completely out of mana though, so we'll see how she plays the lane. Mid lane tower going down along with the top tower at 12 health. This is about to be a very comfortable gold lead for blue team here early in this game. Kha'Zix with the nice jungle pathing though, completely
the
avoiding the
juke.
wards. Nidalee juking and buying time for her Rammus to come in, but Rammus is very low. They turn onto Rammus. Thunder Kill comes out from Nidalee.
And it looks like Rammus dies today, but so does Kha'Zix. And it looks,
Rammus going back in to keep them interested, and it does work. They both decide to kill Rammus, but completely overextend for it. Nidalee abusing these brushes with their passive. Garen looking for. He just uses ult on Rammus, so he does have his ult, but Garen believes that he can get back in this lane with the kill here. He's trying his hardest with the red buff. The Nidalee passive is just too much.
The
Nice
Fizz.
roam with the Fizz and the playful trickster kill.
the Fizz Cheeserino. Reported.
Nidalee showing the salt in the all chat. Very disappointed in her 2 deaths top lane.
Well, I mean, she has no one but to blame but herself. She hasn't warded once. Actually,
Taking
yeah,
stock
she
of the
hasn't warded
game
at
right
all.
now.
Like
Taking stock
Garen.
of the game right now. What's that?
Garen has been warding this whole time. The bronze 4, but God forbid a platinum warded? Come on.
Just taking stock of everyone's kills and gold right now. Vayne has about 1,100 gold lead on the Jinx here, and that's very scary for a Jinx because Vayne is one of the best duelist AD carries in the game. You do not want to get caught in a 1v1 with that, especially with the Lulu at his side. The way this Blitzcrank has been playing, it can't feel very comfortable if you're the Jinx
Oh,
right
the
now.
blink,
Ahri
the blitz,
3-0.
grabbing the Vayne like it's no tomorrow. Comes to regret that decision after Vayne decides to chunk her down to 10% health and proc his
Red
passive.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Vayne condemning away the Jinx so he can go, put damage down on the Blitzcrank. But look at Rammus coming in. Beautiful juke on the tumble by Vayne, but Ahri comes in on the roam also. They're chasing him down. Summoner heal pop. Taunt comes down on the Lulu. Lulu's escaping away the turret. Does not have wild growth. Already used it. Nothing going on this 4-man dive bottom.
Oh, but look at that Fizz is posturing to try and come in on it with the Kha'Zix
Fizz and
support.
Kha'Zix looking to help out their bot lane. Kha'Zix ulted. Fizz playful tricksters in. Stops the Rammus powerball. Lots of damage coming in from Ahri. Summoner heal pop to save the Rammus. Blitzcrank with the hook to his death. This is looking very good for Purple Team.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, but Lulu ended up blocking the rocket that would have ended, I believe, Kha'Zix or Fizz's life. Don't remember particularly which one. Oh, is this gonna be a
Very good
quadra
support
kill?
coming in from Lulu. Ahri with the beautiful wave clear to make them take turret aggro they weren't expecting to take. Turning it around, 1v4 to pick up a kill.
The amount of respect
With-
that Purple Team is showing for that Ahri, having not gone in on that.
Absolutely. Especially with Lulu. I mean, Lulu had a shield, but it just wasn't enough. And with Nidalee coming down, they could very well put pressure on this Purple Team bot tower, but they choose not to. Nidalee looking to get back up there at the top as Garen threatening to push her tower.
Oh, look at that! The first pink ward. I didn't even notice it getting placed. And it's purple
Garen
side.
picking up 2 very fortunate kills in a lane he was struggling mightily on. All of a sudden has a Spectre's Cal and Kindle Gem looking to get that Spirit Visage. He'll be very comfortable in that lane once he completes that.
Look at Nidalee begging. Oh, the legendary Rammus Powerball.
Nidalee begging Garen not to take his tower. Rammus ends up saving it. Garen knows that Nidalee's coming. He knows he's in trouble. He needs to get his tail out of there. No tower to run away from with the Rammus chasing him down. You don't really see Garen getting out of this.
Well, yeah, because Ahri's up there stopping his support. And
Ahri with the
Garen,
beautiful brush camp. Oh, go ahead.
Garen ends up dying to Ahri. Why he ran into her, I may never know. But we now know.
Ahri had a beautiful brush camp to catch the Kha'Zix rotating to help his Garen. Ahri knew that his team was coming to help him and picked him off as they was coming to help. Bad pathing by the Kha'Zix.
Looks like they're
Kha'Zix
going
not
for this
ended up
next
dying
tower.
though.
Oh, the Fizz ult comes out, lands on the Ahri. What are they going to do with it? Not a damn thing.
Ahri still has her ultimate. 3 stacks of Spirit Rush. Is very mobile right now. Putting the damage on the Kha'Zix underneath the tower. Nidalee Spear missing, but they want it. You can just tell.
With the Garen coming in with a completed Spirit Visage, they might get it too.
Rammus with the tower dive. It looks like he's gonna get away, barely. Fizz going onto him. He's just juicy bait right now,
my
baiting
God,
the
look
entire
at
purple
Fizz.
team, and
Oh,
Nidalee with
the
another
flash.
missed spear. Flash is coming out left and right, but Fizz, Kha'Zix, and Nidalee all flashing. Nothing coming out of all 3 though.
Oh, looks like bottom lane's starting to get fishy. Oh no, never mind. Just normal old lane mechanics, I guess.
Vayne
Stop.
building a 30 CS lead, going 2-0-2 to Jinx's 0-2-0. This is very painful for Jinx, having no item completed to Vayne's Blade of the Ruin King Berserker Greaves.
But I mean, what can you do when your support's out tabbed out the whole time?
They did say that Blitzcrank was a Smurf. We don't know what rank he is. He might be a new player, so we're not really for sure what exactly is going on here with this bot lane, but the blue team does need help.
Man,
Seem to be okay with just farming it out, but down 30 CS, this is not a position you want to be in against Vayne, who's a notoriously weak early game AD carry, but is way past that now.
Oh, with the Nidalee gank though. Here comes the Magnify, or Modulate, my bad. Looks like nothing's
Nice
gonna come out of
condemn
it.
by Vayne. Keep Nidalee off Lulu. Blitzcrank with the missed hook, but Nidalee wants to go in. Beautiful Mega Death Rocket going in on Lulu. Thunder Heel comes out from Nidalee. Go ahead, take it away.
Looks like Lulu's gonna get away. Oh, she doesn't. The Ignite ticks. Ari goes down to Kha'Zix W. The Fizz ult comes out. So does the Blitzcrank. Oh, the Rammus wants some blood, and it's gonna be some bug blood. Can he get it though? It doesn't look like he will. Looks
Nice
like
leap from Kha'Zix to get away. Jinx missed the zap on the taunted target after the flash. Kha'Zix somehow escaping with his life.
he must be
Jinx
praying
really
to
got to
God.
be more careful lining up those skill shots. The enemy was taunted. It wasn't going anywhere, but still missed.
Hey, do you see that pink
Got
ward
the blue team.
that nobody's noticing right now?
Yeah, it's a very well placed pink ward by the volleyballers here in the Dragon Pit. The bare naked ladies have no clue it's there, but they take Dragon anyway.
Looks like that Vayne wants some blood. Oh, with the crappy backing spots. She just might guess. Yep, here comes the Blitzcrank because he decided he's gonna. Oh, saved by the rocket.
The Flame
Or the
Chompers.
Chompers,
Beautiful
yeah.
positioning on those, saving the Blitzcranks live. It's really saying something that purple took, or blue team took the dragon and had no clue that that pink ward was there. It shows on the minimap if anyone cared to look, but they were more focused on getting the dragon. Need to raise awareness here. And after all this, 20 minutes in the game, the kill count is 9 kills to 9. I believe it is 1 dragon to nothing in favor of blue team. They barely have a gold lead of 200.
Pretty sure purple team got a second dragon.
And I mean,
Or got a
I would really think blue team would have a gold lead right now, but purple team's hanging tough.
I mean,
How do you feel about this game so far?
I feel like this is the equivalent of solo queue. Oh, Nidalee getting caught out yet again. Is that gonna be an ult? It is. Demacia has been served some justice onto this cougar lady.
Triforce Nidalee going into static shift just keeps getting what is Garen's ultimate called? Demacian Justice.
All over her face. might
Nidalee
I
can't
add.
escape justice. Can anyone ever? Rammus getting caught here by Lulu and Vayne in the spot lane.
Oh,
Powerballing away. Beautiful
And
good lines to
Ghost.
slow it, but
I don't think the
beautiful
ghost
good
was
lines, but the
necessary.
Ghost and Powerball. He just made sure he didn't want to give that Vayne any more kills.
I mean, she is 2-1-4.
So let's look here. Fizz going, interestingly enough, with the Seeker's Arm Guard. After he builds the Sheen, gets a Seeker's Arm Guard. So not looking to finish Lichbane. Either that or just looking to get a little bit of armor out there before he finishes Lichbane. Garen finishing that Spirit Visage we talked about earlier. Now with the Chain Vest, looking maybe a Sunfire Cape, I would think. I don't really know. But there's lots of possibilities you could build that into. Rammus finishing a Thornmail first item. I've seen that a lot on Jungle Rammus, but it's got to be so annoying to everyone on the other team.
Oh yeah, Rammus's W plus a Thornmail is just brutal, especially against the carry. Like Vayne is gonna hate for life, and Garen goes down just off sheer damage. Doesn't matter who you are.
That
That's too much to get away from.
That's the second time in the past 5 minutes that Garen was way overextended trying to farm that top lane, but with Nidalee with the Triforce and those brushes top, just there's nothing you can do. The Nidalee will always chase you down, especially the Rammus always coming to Nidalee's aid with the Powerball. It's just Rammus has got to stop going so far in. Kha'Zix failing his leap over the wall, but Fizz is also aggressing onto Rammus. Just downright caught.
Looks like purple team is gonna decide after getting that catch on a Rammus that, hey, you know what? I feel like sieging a tower and taking turret aggro with no minions nearby.
Ari being 5-1, 20 minutes in the game, has very good wave player. It's going to be very hard for Purple Team to siege a tower. Meanwhile, Nidalee with a Triforce staying top for most of the game except for a few roams. Gets a outer tier, what is that? Outer tier 2 turret from Purple Team. Nidalee caught in a hard place. 3 members of Purple Team chasing her down with the Vayne and Fizz. Does not look like he's getting away from this one.
And she doesn't. Can't do much against a 4-man dive with a team like that. But she finished her static shift. That's all that matters, right?
Absolutely.
It looks like
And just
Purple
looking
Team,
at how the game... Go ahead.
looks like Purple Team is looking to position aggressively, but they're paying for it right now. That Vayne's about to die. Oh, they're condemned. Garen's like, no, I ain't taking your shit, Ari, come here. Lulu gets a kill on Blitzcrank. Fizz ulted from Lulu. What is he gonna do with it? Looks like he's gonna get a kill on Ari. Oh, no, he's not. He's gonna die to Jinx. Jinx with getting excited, shooting rockets everywhere she needs to. Gets a kill on Vayne. Besides, you know what? I want some of that Garen booty. Get over here. Rammus says, hey, I'm gonna serve you some. Let me just taunt him right quick. Or pretend I don't have the skill taunt.
Rammus missing the taunt. That's kind of... Oh man, he decides to taunt the Kha'Zix instead. Gets Demacia and Justice. Garen all doing work this game, but Kha'Zix also looks like he's going to pay for his life for that. The complete ace for blue team here after the extended team fight in the mid lane.
It doesn't look like they really want to do much with it other than Nidalee. Oh, and a disconnect. Ari.
Well, Jinx with the classic, oh, we aced them, let's go take wraiths instead of aggress the tower like the Nidalee's doing. The tower will fall anyway with the nice Nidalee pounce away to dodge the Fizz ultimate. I was going to say before that fight that I was really surprised that Purple Team had the gold lead because it looked like Blue Team was playing a lot better. And then as I say that, Purple Team throws their gold lead in a just downright ugly fight, ended up aced for, I believe, just 1 kill on the other side.
Well, I mean, let's look at their support. Lulu has a Ruby Sightstone. There's 2 wards on the map right now, both of which, I'm pretty sure, or 3 wards now, that were placed during that fight. There were no wards. They were roaming around, trying to see what they could find in the darkness.
Thanks to that pink ward that was placed by Purple Team, probably I would say around 10 minutes ago, they did have the exact dragon timer, even though Blue Team got the dragon before that.
And now they're gonna pay.
Blue Team
now
still
Blue
has
Team's
not
gonna
cleared
pay
that
for
pink
clearing
ward.
the pink. Let's see. Are they gonna notice it? Doesn't look like they will.
Rammus just walks right in the pit and then just walks out. Purple Team camping a bush. They know that Blue Team doesn't have vision of. Rammus decides, you know what, I'm gonna fight this. To the detriment of him. 5 players are there. I don't know if you realize that. Sub gets caught. Nidalee landing the spear, giving vision on Garen, showing the location of his whole team. Nidalee landing the spears.
Now it's just a matter of who can poke who more. Nidalee's starting to set the trap field up, landing as many Qs as she can. Which, at the end of the day, really just doesn't do much because she's not AP, she's AD. Looked like Ari wanted to try and go to town. Fizz throws the ult. Jinx walks into it. Garen gets Lulu ulted. Fizz going after that Ari one way or another. He got his target, but he ended up paying for it with his life. The Vayne getting all 3 stacks of silver on to not only Nidalee but to Blitzcrank, and then the final kill on Jinx. Looks like Purple Team's gonna at least get a turret if they play this right, in my opinion. Only person alive is Rammus. Oh, Rammus feels like he can go 1v4 and live to tell the tale. What do we say to that? Not today. 4 turret hits later, Garen finally realizes, hey, maybe I should walk away from the turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I rewinded to go back to when Blue Team took that dragon with the pink ward in the pit. Farhan said the pink ward was invisible to the Blue Team. I'm swapping the vision, and From what I could see, I believe the pink ward is visible. They just, I mean, maybe it's
What
not on their
time did they
mini map.
take it?
Took the dragon at 1958. Only blue team vision. Going back. All right, I'm gonna watch them walk into the pit and see if they can see this.
They never walked into the pit.
Well, Blitzcrank did walk
Blitzcrank,
into the
and then
pit.
you can see it. You can
It
see that
is visible
ward.
to the blue team from our screen, so I mean, not 100% sure.
And it's even glowing because it's the luminosity ward.
I'm back to live now. 29 minutes of the game. Just take stock of the gold. Purple team is back up on gold. I don't know how they're doing this. Of 2K as blue team's about to take the turret to minimize that gold lead a little bit.
Red team's turret has been
Ari
destroyed.
and Nidalee carrying blue team for the most part, both with 10,000 gold. Vane's doing the heavy lifting on purple side with 8 kills to her name.
And only
Also
2
eclipsed
deaths.
that 10,000 gold mark. Blue team looking to camp this bottom brush to check purple team, see if they'll face check.
Oh, looks like Fizz is gonna pay for this mistake. Fizz dies to a combination of Nidalee and some traps from good old Jinx. Oh,
Fizz and Garen both aggressing onto the Rammus. Fizz paying with his life. Rammus completely fearless, just powerballing into their whole team.
see, right there, Nidalee should have gone in on Vayne and Lulu, in my personal opinion, because nobody was paying any attention to it. Oh, the cleanup by Nidalee, though. I mean, she hasn't died. Fight's going out to her favor, so as much as I want to play what ifs, there's no point in it.
So it ends up being a 2 for 4 in favor of blue team here. The gold lead is almost dead even now after that.
Oh, by the way, Reality wants to play ranked 5s.
Yeah, well, we'll see what we can do after this. Blitzcrank is having a hell of a time trying to get on the board, even though there's lots of scraps going on. There's what is there? My math sucks. 43 kills on the board. Blitzcrank is not a part of a single one.
0-4-0 Blitzcrank. How do you do
He
that?
has 4 deaths, so I mean he is a part of 4 of those. But as far as the 21 kills on his side, has not got a single assist or kill. He needs to finish his support item, so at least he could just pop that, you know, to give his teammates some movement speed, just to pick up some assists. He's falling behind so far on gold to that Lulu. He's 2.5k gold down on her. Lulu finishing the Morello Nomicon.
Not only does she have Morel Nomicon, she has the Ruby Sidestone, the Frost Queen's Claim Mobility Boost, and Blitzcrank literally has one item, and then he just completed his item, so now he's only one whole item behind him with Lulu's 12
Hopefully he can
assists
start
and 2
popping
kills.
that. Hopefully he can start popping that item active just to pick up some assists here.
I mean, I know it's hard out here for support, but if you make it harder for yourself, you don't get any sympathy. Dragon coming up in 5 seconds. We saw a few pings from purple. I should probably change the vision to all instead of just blue. And they will get this dragon. Oh, and I don't know
Blue
if
team
you
has
noticed.
no idea that the dragon's going on.
I don't know if you noticed, but I know blue team didn't get that vision ward, like the pink ward. So it looks like they placed one in that bottom right tri-bush, but a fight breaks out. The ult onto Rammus from Fizz.
Vayne condemning that Rammus into his whole team, so the shark ends up hitting the whole team.
Kha'Zix's diving in. Fizz joining her. Oh, barely lives, but he's gonna die anyways to Orbit Deception. There, down goes Garen. And is Vayne gonna join him? Yes, she is. Jinx, after having a terrible lane phase, getting 3 kills that fight and an ace.
We've been seeing that a lot with Jinx lately. Just, you know, it doesn't matter how the Jinx does in lane phase, as long as the Jinx survives with their passive Get Excited, she will make an impact in these team fights as long as you stay safe. The Vayne did go unchecked for most of that fight, but it was such a stomp by blue team 2 for 5 that it ended up not mattering.
Yeah, I don't know if you paying specific attention to Ari's skill shots, but her orb of deception at one point hit 4 out of the 5 team members of volleyballers. Looks like Baron Naked Ladies just might run away with this, but I mean, we've been seeing this happen both ways throughout the whole game.
Every team, blue team gets a gold lead, purple team comes right back and takes it. So we'll see what happens now that the mid inhibitor is down.
Who would you consider a bigger hyper carry, Jinx or Vayne?
In a dueling situation, Vayne is better, but in a team fight situation, Jinx outshines Vayne every day. Blitzcrank using his, I don't know if he used his item active, but did pick up 3 assists, so he's finally on the board, 33 minutes in the game. Purple team with the ballsy Baron call, looking at vision, blue team has no idea what's going on.
I mean, look at Remus, he's doing wolves. Looks like Nidalee's like, wait, we can't see any of them, let's check Baron real quick. Too late.
So yet again, blue team winning a team fight, getting ahead on gold, purple team taking an objective, taking the gold lead right back.
The gold difference by 202 towers. I mean,
not Ramus, Garen getting a brutalizer. I wonder if he's going to make a cleaver into that or a Yumu's. Looking to get some damage after getting the Spirit Visage and Randuin's.
yeah, because if he doesn't get at least one offensive item, he's just a walking tower. Oh, wow. Vayne getting caught out by every skill shot. Blue ulting herself. Garen going in with this wild E. Looks like this is going to be a cleanup for Jinx. Here comes the zap. Misses. Oh, the rocket just doesn't do enough to matter. But they're shoving up that mid lane.
That was a picture-perfect team fight for blue team. They caught the Vayne in the jungle with the Ahri charm. Everyone jumped on that, killing the Vayne. Then they had Rammus in the front line, Rammus and Nidalee in the front line. Exactly who you want up there. Just chasing the whole team down one by one. Getting a little cocky taking these double Nexus turrets though. See if they'll pay for it. Nidalee, 0 cares in the world. Almost a bound, picking up a kill and barely getting away with their life. Jinx dying to the outer, or the tier 1 turret. Nidalee still fighting. Ahri flashing away from the Garen. Garen not having any of it.
Double kill.
Garen with the flash Q on Ahri. Silence, so you can't flash away, you can't ult away, you can't use any of your fucking seductive movement on the bitch. Basically what he told her.
So even though blue team just aggressed on purple team's Nexus towers, the gold lead is still relatively even. If you're purple team, you can't be too disheartened. I mean,
well, they don't know the goal.
You are losing on map pressure, but they are fighting really well. They do have a Fizz and Vayne who, I mean, just all they need to do is just build damage and they will hurt.
If this Fizz completed his Lich Bane, I feel like this game would be a bit easier for him. But instead he chooses to get a Blasting Wand.
And the Blasting Wand does not build in the Lich Bane. I have no clue what this Fizz is doing.
Well, we're gonna find out one way or another.
He could be going for, I believe, a Void Staff just to get, you know, more Magic Pin in there. But Lich Bane is just so huge on Fizz. Fizz jumping in with the Q or E, both proccing Lich Bane. Q on hit, obviously, after she used the E, he needs to get an auto attack off. But that is just Fizz's bread and butter right there. And he showed he wants it with the Sheen buy, but just not finishing it.
I wonder if he's of the opinion, oh, I need a lot of AP for it first. Which is wrong.
That could very well be it. Looking at Ahri though, building I believe was a DFG first, and the Zhonya's now Deathcat. Ahri is absolutely huge, getting the Void. He looks like Void Staff next with the amplifying tome by.
Well, yes, against a team that has a Garen, you have to get. There is no not getting a Void Staff or a Last Whisper if you're AD. If you want to do any semblance of damage to it.
You have to wonder if they made an agreement before the game saying, alright guys, we're going to play this 5v5 and no one's going to buy a single sweeper. Look at everyone's trinkets.
Straight wards, wards for days, and you rarely see any on the map.
It's very true.
Oh, Ahri walks
Purple team looking for the engaged top.
Looks like Kazak's going to pay for that with his life. Oh no, he's not. Yes, he is.
Beautiful wild growth on the Kazakh, saving his life.
Alright. Looks like he's going to be a penta. Oh no.
Blue team double kill.
Looks like Nidalee got greedy. That could have been an easy pent-up for Jinx. Looks like...
Literally landing the max range spear. Huge pounds coming to Vayne, doesn't stand a chance.
And this might
A
be
5
games,
for
ladies
2.
and gents.
5 for 2 coming out. 38.5 minutes in the game. They're taking mid inhibitor again. Ari's taking that top outer tower. I wonder if Jinx and Nidalee want the Nexus turret.
No, it looks like
Looks like they're going for top tower.
With 2 inhibitors down, it
They
doesn't
still
look
have
very pretty
15
for
seconds on the closest. That's a long time. Blue team could really end this, I believe, if they tried.
Well, with a Jinx on your team, all you need is about
Absolutely.
5 seconds, to be honest, with her constant attack speed
Both Nexus
steroid.
turrets going down. The GG's coming out. This is game, Vaughn.
Yeah. Oh, the young Fizz with the own guards.
Look at that. Pretty wild game coming out from both teams. Could definitely brush up on the coordination, though. Nidalee looks like spent the majority of the game just trying to style on them, knowing had the rank advantage, using it. Ari also.
Man, I didn't even notice, but look at how huge that Nidalee is. 16 and 8.
Absolutely. Trinity Force, Static Shiv into tank, coming up huge.
Looking at
CS
stats.
numbers. Yeah.
Well, CS numbers, Ari was the only one who broke... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ari and Vayne were the only ones who broke 200, being shy 6 CS either way.
We want to thank was it the Western Kentucky University League of Legends Club for letting us practice shoutcasting their game. Very generous.
And honestly, I hope that they take the time to watch this past stream and maybe learn from their
Definitely.
mistakes.
Absolutely. That's the best way to learn as a player to get better is to watch and analyze exactly what you could have done.
Oh, apparently we made it very entertaining. That's always nice.
I wonder if they were watching that as it was happening, or some of them.
Well, we will definitely be spectating games from this League of Legends club at Western Kentucky University at a later time, but that day is not today. We might be moving into ranked 5s, which should be interesting for you guys.
Reality isn't champion select.
Is he really?
Yeah, and Sean's still playing rank 5 for that other team. Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright, you have a good one. We'll be back in a little bit.